door real tight. People call me on the phone, I'm trying to avoid. But can the people on TV see me, or am I just paranoid? When I'm in the shower, I'm afraid to wash my hair, 'cause I might open my eyes and find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy, just a little touched, but maybe showers remind me of Psycho too much. That's why I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Who's playing tricks on me? Are the neighbors watching me? Well, is the mailman watching me?
And I don't feel safe anymore.
Oh, what a mess.
I wonder who's watching me now.
The IRS? I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Who's playing tricks on me? I always feel like somebody's watching me. Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I can't enjoy my tea. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. My monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
who is the mash?
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my
He did
electrodes.
the mash,
They did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
They caught on in a flash.
he did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sound. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker
He
5.
did the mash,
They played the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash,
They caught on in a
they
flash.
played the mash.
They played the monster mash. Out of his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash,
It's now the monster mash.
the monster mash.
And it's a graveyard
It's
smash.
now the mash,
It caught on in a flash.
now the mash.
It's now the Monster Mash. Now everything's cool. Drax a part of the band. And my Monster Mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you.
Then you can mash.
Then you can Monster
The
Mash.
Monster Mash.
And do my graveyard
Then you
smash.
can mash.
You'll catch on in a
Then
flash.
you can mash.
And you can Monster
The
Mash.
Monster Mash.
Mash!
The Monster Mash.
Igor, you impetuous thing.
Then you can mash.
Mash!
Then you can mash. The Monster Mash.
Yes, I got it. I got it.